Hello, welcome to episode 3 of chapter 1. We're already off topic. 3 women, 1 podcast. Basically our group chat, but louder and with microphones. Who gave us microphones? Anyways, I'm Mary.
I'm Catherine.
I'm Elizabeth.
And tonight we'll be discussing chapters 9 through 16 of The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. But first, snacks. What is everyone enjoying this evening?
Sugar powdered donuts that I have already partaken. And then this delicious apple drink from the Dog-Eared Tea House. It does not have a name yet.
It doesn't have a name.
It's a little apple.
It's got brown sugar and a caramel apple butter syrup in it and chai. And
Perfect.
It's
It's giving fall.
Apple cider, cozy, fall. Love it.
I took a sip of it and I was like, Mary would be so proud.
So cool.
Me, I gotta go. I was like, what are we doing? I am eating these little apple turnover little baby ones. They're good, and my tea is it's a white chocolate brown sugar chai situation that I just played with. There is a little bit of caramel in it, just because I don't know how to make drinks that don't have caramel in it, apparently.
I was going to say shocking.
It's my secret ingredient.
It doesn't have a name yet, does it?
Also, like, I was just like, I'm gonna just make something, make a little. Well, I'm not gonna say. Moving on. What are you drinking, Mary?
I am doing. I have a whole pot
Wow.
because I'm freezing down here in my little basement.
That is
area.
gorgeous. That teapot and teacup.
But
Man.
I'm having. It's like I think it's a spearmint and tarragon tea with honey. It's very good. It's supposed to be good for your throat. So, and I have found after these podcasts, we talk a lot, and my throat hurts.
That's true.
So I have that. I have 2 snackies tonight because I went to Wellbread Bakery. Shout out to Wellbread. They're delicious. And I couldn't decide what I wanted. So I walked away with 2 treats because everyone deserves a little treat. So I have a blackberry muffin that I'm going to be eating the crap out of later and making a whole mess because it's super crumbly. And then I've already ate like half of this, but I have this pecan streusel coffee cake that's like 10 out of 10.
You're in your pecan era.
Yes.
I am loving all the things pecan right now. Like, thank God I don't have a nut allergy. I'd be dead. But
Zoe came in yesterday, and she was. We're already off topic. Zoe came in yesterday, and she had gone to Starbucks. I mean, like, I know Starbucks, but like she got there. It's a pecan, like, oat latte or something like that.
is it the pecan oat milk cortado?
No, it wasn't the cortado, because I know that
Okay.
you like the cortado, because I mentioned it was the cortado.
The
But
cortado
no,
is really good.
This is it's like the cortado, but like it's a latte. Because it's just more milk, I guess.
A lot more milk, yep.
Yeah, and I tried it. It was good. So
Look at you.
something to expand upon.
So
Sorry.
little recap of where we were. So dearest gentle listeners, when we last left you, the 5 diviners had disappeared. 6 was the only one left. The diviners were getting taken away in the night. You good?
Go ahead. There's no problem.
While everyone slept, leaving only 6 remaining. And Rory, our grumpy love interest of a night, magically appeared in her room using what was described as like some sort of magic stone. And that's all we knew. It was a cliffhanger. We were like, what the hell is happening? We didn't know there was going to be that sort of magic happening. And what was Rory? We had a lot of theories, a lot of unhinged theories. And so we finished chapters 9 through 16, and holy crap. Like, I feel like I got a lot of questions answered that we had, but I also have so many more new questions. So, what are
Yes.
you guys's? Let's dive in. What were your thoughts?
First of all, I want to point out that after we recorded last Wednesday, we were released to read the next 8 chapters. I finished them Thursday. and proceeded to spend the rest of the week just so pissed off. that I couldn't read anymore.
And you didn't have anyone to talk to about it because
we all
Mary and I
procrastinated.
paced ourselves. Well, I say pace. She said procrastinate. But we paced ourselves. So you couldn't even talk about it. You just had to hold it all in and bottle it up till this moment.
I started reading like something else to like tide me over, like just so like maybe I like wouldn't think about it. But it has just been occupying so much. And then I ended up seeing like things that like I probably shouldn't have. Not spoilers, but kind of spoilers. Like I still don't know anything, but it was like enough for me to be like, wait, what? Like what do you mean?
Well, I made the
Yeah,
mistake
what-
of I saw
what do you mean?
Rachel Gillig's post about the second book, which it's apparently going to be a duology, so it's only going to be 2 books, which is great. It comes out next year. Very excited. But I saw the synopsis for it.
Yeah. Don't tell
And
me. I don't want
I'm not going to tell you because I don't feel like it spoiled this book, but I was like, what the F? I was like,
It already gave me, I will say though, it kind of confirmed things for me because I am having some questions about one of the characters and their intentions. And just from these last 8 chapters. And I feel like I was apparently right on target. So,
Well, that makes that question you asked earlier a little different for me. Anyway, so let's talk about what we know.
oh, sorry.
Let's recap the basically next 100 pages that we read. Well, some of the questions we got answered. So Rory is just a knight. He's
yeah,
just a knight.
he's not a god, not an
not a
omen.
god.
He's
It,
just
it wasn't a stone. It's a coin.
It's a
And we
coin.
learned
the
it's
coin.
These
it, we
stones.
learn it was what we thought was a god, the artful brigand's coin, but they're just out there hunting these so-called gods that are technically mortals down and killing
them.
them.
Long time?
I'm a little confused, honestly. It sounded like the abbess created these 6
Yes.
from the water
Well, he didn't
or from
create them.
stone.
She created their special gifts. Basically these mortal men, the 5, met there. They met there, and they drank of the water, and then they became the omens. So remember, there was a child that came up. The child forged these special tokens, gifts, whatever, for them. And that actually is the abbess. She is that orphan that has no name. But what else do we know? We found out she does have a name. We just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I did think it was cool that each of the 6 omens, gods, whatever, they all have their token. But I like that each token did like basically 2 things. Like one, like the coin, if you use one side, you flip one side, you could transport. Other side, like destroyed things, like blew stuff up. And then the inkwell was the same way. The inkwell, you could transport yourself, or you could
Use it
like
as
burn. It like
burn.
burns
And I
stuff.
think that's what they said, right? Each one, you can use it to transport
or
like,
destroy.
yeah, which I found interesting.
And they did kill. So this is another thing. So once you find out about the omens and things like this, you kind of get all of this information through Six's point of view. So Six is hanging out with them. She's looking for the diviners, and so she's kind of forced to be with them for a while. And you find all of this out through their first battle. Their first battle with the scribe. And
the
a
harried
lot of
scribe.
like, the veil is torn from her eyes. She is like, what is going on? Because they kill him. They take his artifact, and now they have the inkwell, and of course they have the coin.
And he's got stone, right? Stone.
Eyes.
Stone eyes.
That I
yeah.
think is going to be important because remember, one took the shroud off
Do
of
y'all
her
think
eyes.
she has stone eyes?
I think
I'm a
she
little
has
concerned she has stone
eyes.
But I found it interesting that the king and the knight and Maud, the knights, everybody, they're like going around and their plan is to kill all these omens. and collect these tokens like they're Pokemons, like collect them all. And so I'm like, what is the plan there? Because anytime you have one person holding that much like power, nothing good can come of that.
Because it seems like it's very much a trip of vengeance, right? Like, he's gonna, like, avenge his grandfather.
Yes.
And...
Because his grandfather was like a blasphemist.
Right,
And
so it's
so they
not
stoned
really-
him to death.
The whole mission really isn't born from, like... It's not a good idea. You know what I mean? Like, it's not...
Well, I was surprised. Did you guys catch where Maud was the first one to throw the first stone against his
Yes.
grandfather? Which is why
But
she's
she
like
was
so committed
told.
to him. Yes.
Yeah, she was told to do that so that they could continue because Benji's grandfather knew that that was going to happen. I mean, he legitimately was out to, destroy this whole faith and this whole system that they have going on. So you asked the question earlier, like, how pure is Benji's thoughts and actions in this? Like, what is his...
But then I
Motives.
vacillate with that because he's also, like, a kid.
And he seems, honestly, even still now, in these chapters that we read, like what the scene where the sprite is attacking him and Six has to save him. And he's like he thinks he's going to die and he's sending her away. He's like, run, save yourself, basically. It just seems like he's still genuinely like an okay dude.
So,
Like,
but
I still kind of like him.
Right, but that just doesn't make sense for what he's doing. Because,
Because
like...
he's trying to amass all this power. And I'm like,
like,
you're going to
for
be
what?
evil, bro.
Like, what are you going to do with it?
Yeah, like, what are you going to do with it?
But
gonna have
you
it?
got to remember. Okay, so another thing. Let's go back to what we know. They have the inkwell. They have the coin.
Coin.
Maud, you find out, Maud actually killed the omen in her realm. Remember? The forester. She killed that one. But
Where's the token?
That token was lost. They never saw it. So that token is lost. That is one token he does not have. 3 omens are dead. They only have the 2.
And then at the end of these chapters, we end on another kind of cliffhanger of we've run across the oarsman.
Yes. So I think I see the plot of the book. Like, hey, the goal now is we're going to be hunting. I mean, we're going to be looking for the diviners in the meantime. But the plot is going to be almost like a video game. Okay, we just hit this boss. We killed it. On to the next boss. We killed it. And they're going to keep doing this to the final boss, which is the Abyss, which is probably going to be book 2.
All they need is
So-
Princess Donut.
She's going to be the big bad.
The big bad.
The big
End of
bad.
the level.
But
So I feel like they have to collect all of the tokens. I don't even know what the word to use is for those, but they have to collect all them in order to defeat her. Because what did we learn about the water?
Well, we know that all the omens are like super attracted to it. That's why they were like the ink guy like started sucking up her blood off the floor, which was really gross.
And according to
I
Benji,
pictured him very disgusting.
I did too. But according to Benji,
I did not care for
on
him.
page 167, he says he's kind of. Well, first, I guess I should read this part. He pushes the notebook to Six, and he was like, "This is about the spring. I know not how the diviners see the omens in their dreams. It is a very strange kind of transportive magic. Indeed, there is very little I understand about Isling's cathedral's fetid spring. But the artful brigand, the beast, told Roderick Mendacious one essential thing. There is eternal magic in the water upon the Tor, and those who drink it are just that, eternal." So that's when it kind of is reinforced by Benji. He goes, "It's the spring, Six, that awful rotten water. The omens want it. That's why I came to Isling a week ago. It wasn't for divination. We needed to get close to the spring. Rory stole the water like he used to for the artful brigand, and we used it to lure him out of the castle. Then, they basically use it to get the omens to come to it because they want it, they love it, they have to have it. And they follow the omens to their lair, and then they have a battle
They
with
challenge
them. They
them.
challenge them.
I feel bad because I feel like, well, one, I feel like they're using Six because she has that water in her blood. So she's basically just bait for them for all of these omens. But also, does that mean she's immortal? And didn't the king drink some of the water?
He did.
So is he immortal?
Wait,
I don't
did
know
he?
how. Yeah, because she caught him stealing.
Did she
That was
catch
I
him
thought
just
that
with
they-
the water, or did she catch him drinking the water?
I thought that she just caught him
She-
with it because she saw the flask and she smelled it, and that's when she got sick. But I don't think she saw him drinking it.
Well, let's go find out. I can research that.
Elizabeth's like, let me look that up.
Oh, let's look this up. But his whole point, I know that like why is he doing this? Let's see. He flat out asks Six. He's like,
I want you to help me.
I
take it.
want you to help me take up the mantle. And of course, Six is like, that's asking me to betray everything I've ever believed in. You believed a story, and that story was a lie. The omens are not divine. They are mortals who are paid like kings to live like gods. Imagine where all that money for divination might go if it wasn't spent filling Isling's coffers or wasted in the hamlets on the omens. And then, but doesn't some of Isling's money go to, and he answers, the foundling houses. It does. Have you considered that may not be such a fine thing? Foundlings are but another source of income for your abbess to keep the facade going. So it sounds like Benji is just trying to do away with this fake religion. And it sounds like he wants to use the money for something better, for something good. Now, I don't know what's going to happen between now and the next book. But I remember after their battle with the Sprite, things keep cropping up about these battles and the Sprites trying to eat them. They are absolutely starving.
Yes, and she's mentioned it a couple times that they're like, you can see their ribs and they're just basically starving. And she's like, what if we just fed them? And there's apparently like weird rules in different kingdoms, like against feeding them. But it ate the horse,
I was
though.
looking back
I was
trying to
really
find
sad.
the water thing, and like even when they were in the, I mean this isn't really consequential, but like even when they were in the fair, like there was that whole like challenge him at his craft kind of thing. So it seems to just follow them because that's how they're doing with the.
With the omens.
So it's
They're
kind of
doing-
a foreshadowing. I'm having a hard time. Oh wait, here we go. The night from the road. Okay. I found her stumbling in the dark. She's the next word slowly, pointedly. She came to get a drink of water. Hey, that's my diviner. He nodded at me in greeting, proffering a bright boyish smile. Gone was the trembling king. This one, despite the abysmal portents his dream had yielded, looked entirely at ease. Quite an experienced divination. There was a large flagon in his hands. He didn't quite manage to hide behind his back. Thanks for that. You're welcome. Maybe he was drunk. No sober man. And I wasn't selling the bar. You're walking the grounds because I live here. Yeah, it doesn't really sound like he's drinking it.
So he just stole it so that way they could use it when they went to the castle.
Well, then that's just another point that if he's not drinking it, then maybe he's not after being eternal. Or, especially with what he knows about them turning into stone. I don't know why you would choose to go that route. Now, I will give him another point because he's not here to argue for himself. When Six was kind of like, oh my God, I've been drinking this water for like the entire time of my life. Am I going to turn into stone? He said, I did not say that. I did not say that.
Well, I mean, those
So-
other guys seem like pretty old, and they just had stone eyes. Why the eyes?
And it just makes you wonder with the covering. Like, what did one see? Did she lift it up and see stone eyes and was like, oh God, what have they done?
That's
to us?
I mean that's my theory going
That's so
forward.
nice.
And that's why she's making them wear the shrouds from the minute she takes them and turns them into diviners, is
Y'all,
because the eyes start to
abbess-
shift.
The abbess, her whole body's covered. She's probably a freaking gargoyle by now.
Maybe.
Like, she
Speaking of
probably looks
gargoyles,
rough.
Bartholomew, hands down, my favorite character.
Hands
Love
down.
him.
He's
Love
so
him.
funny. He's so cute. Him and Fig the horse just napping together. And then he's like, him getting all the like sayings wrong. Oh, he's just adorable. I
I
love
also
him.
love that he gets cranky if he doesn't nap. I think that that's
It's super adorable.
pretty
I
cute.
love everything about him.
I
He's
also
like,
love that he's like super silly, but then out of nowhere will just like knock you out.
well, he's so loyal to her.
So loyal.
And he's like super defensive of things he thinks is right. And every once in a while he comes out with these like sayings, like these like little mini speeches that are just so in depth and well thought. And you're like, aw. And then other times he says the dumbest shit, but it's like super cute. And you're just laughing.
You're just laughing. You're just having a good time. Yeah, I also the progression with Rory and Six is
Oh, yes.
Getting
That
cute,
whole
too.
wax scene.
The waxing.
The wax scene, y'all. I mean, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
It's
If
just
you
a
were
whole-
looking for spice, it's not there.
It's not there, but it's so, you're like,
the
it's
yearning,
titillating.
the truths that were like put there, you know, the truths that they shared on their first meeting. Like, it just, I was like, okay, it's a good setup. The yearning is building.
then like their little like right at the end of chapter 16 or whatever when they're where's my oh here it is when like they're talking and was there ever someone you fancied, someone who came to the tour and caught your eye, would that bother you? Like their little like back and forth, they're trying to like
I
gauge
know.
where the other one is, and I think that's pretty adorable.
And then when she admits that she's never orgasmed, basically, and he's like, I would love to see you one, because she thinks he's going to make fun of her or laugh at her. And she's like, or he was just like, I'd love to see you unravel. And I'm just like, okay.
I thought it was funny that she referred to it as the little death. I was like, okay,
The little death.
I think that is what that technically stands for, weirdly enough.
It is, yeah.
I was like, all right. It was a little weird that I mean, not weird that she was talking about it, but that she'd thus far, their relationship has been such like, I don't like him and he sucks, but like, let me be real vulnerable and tell you something real secret. Like, you know, it's like, I feel like you don't just like drop that. Like,
There were a lot of truths shared, and then the reasoning why she chose Hamlin at that time. And she was like, basically, I wanted to make you jealous. I wanted to prove you were wrong, that I am a fun person. And then, you know, then he shared his truth. I don't know. It was a really good scene.
it's good.
Okay, so I finally found what I was looking for earlier. Going back to Benji, I really hope he is going to be a solid person, and then whatever y'all read is just setting you up for some non-believing. So the sprite that they
Catherine's
did,
face.
she's like, "Ugh." But okay, I'm hoping, just because
Like, he's going to
Benji
be
is dumb.
great.
But you know, we're talking about the sprites.
Such an upstanding individual.
It has been mentioned several times that they are hungry, they are starving. You know, and Six, after they killed the sprite that almost killed them, Six is kind of like, so what do mountain sprites eat? And you know, Benji's just kind of like Shell from the Peaks. And then she's like, then surely the right thing to do would be to feed it Shell, not kill it. And Benji is just kind of like, likely, but the land we're about to venture into belongs to the noble families of the Fervent Peaks, and they are adamantly against sharing it with sprites. You know, same thing with the paper, same thing, you know, that the scribes use, yada yada. He goes, after all, sprites have plagued Trom for centuries. Everyone knows that. Six goes, perhaps. Then again, someone rather wise once said, Trom's histories are forged by those who benefit from them, and seldom those who live them. So Benji kind of like gets that, because it describes that in that moment when she said that, like his hands kind of still, and he looks up at her, but before he can really form a thought and say anything, they get interrupted. But I really hope that he's listening to her and taking into account some of the things she's saying. I really hope he's after a true reform and not just trying to garner the power to rule the entire area. I don't know. That's what we're hoping. Like, come on, Benji. But I will say this, Hamlin, my thoughts going forward, I don't think he's going to make it. He's kind of the comedic relief and kind of being like, oh, look at me, I was stupid, I did a stupid thing. But, you know, Six is my friend. And I have a feeling in future battles, as the bosses get harder and harder, my boy gonna die.
Bartholomew better make it or I'm going to have a fit.
Who?
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
Oh, I didn't hear the Bartholomew
Bartholomew
part. I
too?
just heard better
I don't
make it.
know. What if he's a Hedwig?
Okay,
Oh, what?
I don't know why you needed to say that.
Oh. No.
I did hear through the grapevine because, like, the algorithm, I guess, knows that I'm reading Night in the Moth, and so I keep getting, like, little things. I haven't gotten anything that has spoiled anything, but apparently when you find out the reasoning behind him calling everyone Bartholomew, it's apparently very, very heartbreaking and, like, totally, like, shatters you. And I was like, cool, so excited.
He,
excited to
he's
cry.
Telling this
Apparently
story.
it's very, very sad.
But is he not telling the story? Like
I-
going back to the beginning?
That I don't know.
He's like, hey,
We're
you've
assuming
forgotten
that's
some things.
That's still a theory, so.
That's still a theory.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
At this point, y'all, I'm like 50% crumbs and 50% tea.
Are you doing the muffin? Is that why? Yeah,
I'm just making a whole mess.
that'll do it.
We'll switch to the apple turnover because I kept getting powder everywhere.
I was going to say the powder.
I ate the top off of it.
Okay, Christopher. I like made something for him, and he'll just eat the tops of anything. But what's funny is that if you give him, you know, like they make those things, those muffin tops that you can have. He'll eat the top of the muffin top.
He's like, by God, I'm still only eating half a muffin.
Like,
He's calorie conscious.
you're welcome. No. Or maybe too much because
There was
he's
like a Gilmore Girls episode, I think, where she's like, Suki just makes the muffin tops, but then they're like, where are the muffin bottoms going?
nobody knows.
I think she brought her like a whole bag of muffin bottoms. Like, brought them to Lorelai.
Like, this is an insulting gift. So what do we think is going to happen? What are our theories right now?
I think they're going to kick the Ardent Oarsman's ass and get his token.
His oar, right? Is
The
it an oar?
question is, are they going to learn anything new along the way? Like, we found out from the scribe that the abbess, or the family, the kid, I don't know, the kid that started all this, has a name. Nobody knows that name. That was something they could not answer in that riddle, but the scribe knew.
Okay, here's a random question that has nothing to do with that.
What's on topic?
Bartholomew. They always refer to him as the. I keep referring to Bartholomew as him because I feel I associate Bartholomew with a male name, but they always say just the gargoyle because Bartholomew is not technically, I guess, Bartholomew's name.
It's not.
Right?
We just named him.
He,
her.
her,
I see where you're going
the
with this.
gargoyle,
Yeah. What if it is
like.
one of the, what if they've been drinking? What if the abbess somehow turns them into those stones? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What happens to the girls?
Right, like
Do they get turned into gargoyles?
was Bartholomew 6 at one point?
Before 6 is now? Like, what happened to them?
I don't know. If that's the
Because
case, I wonder if we're
sure
going to
they
get where they
lied
can, like,
about-
turn them back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We still don't know.
There's
Just be
something
a girl. Did you guys catch why they're all girls?
Oh, yeah.
Because the women, or the girls and women, can handle pain better. Mm-hmm. So
Which
they
I
can
was
handle
like-
the drowning better. And I was like, yeah, cool. Accurate, but cool.
I'm like, my childbirth indicates that that is the truth.
That is accurate. Yeah.
What did you think of the riddles
With the dude, the ink
with the
guy.
scribe? The first one I thought was hilarious because they were like, "Oh, what does he get his wife?"
Oh, I know. I was like,
You remember?
I'm like, the scribe's a
remember
little
what she
dirty.
Yes. Yes.
It was
And
funny.
and you know what? It like I hope you chuckled, Mary, because I read that and I was like, I bet Mary just cackled.
I cackled out loud. I was like, that.
It was surprising because there hasn't been. I don't want to be like, oh, there hasn't been that kind of language through it, but like, there's just not a lot of references that are like that
Very
vulgar, I guess.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's pretty amazing. That's on
And that was
par
like the
for my
first
humor.
question. I was like, wow, where are we going with the next two questions?
Have you guys watched the cartoon Aladdin?
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
not sure where we're going.
Well,
with
are
this,
you
but-
talking about the Disney?
Yeah.
Aladdin? Yeah.
Yeah. Like blue Robin Williams. Like
Yes.
that Aladdin. Okay. Do you guys remember in the beginning when Jafar was like pretending to be this like old dude with like the cane and the hunchback? When he had like the weird, he was just like a weird dude. I kind of pictured the scribe as like that guy a little bit because like I don't know why, but with like stone eyes. I don't. I don't know, and then just I pictured like a weird mouth too. I don't know. He just like kind of like human, but like
I had trouble.
not quite.
I had a little trouble visualizing them being like up on the shelves.
Because he jumped up there and she's sitting on it. So
Right,
I'm like,
next
there
to
has
him.
to be like
They're
it's
huge.
they got to be like deep shelves.
They got to be deep, but they're really tall. They were like 50 feet high, or no,
Yeah.
like 50
But
stories
was
high or
each
something.
okay? That's the case. But were the shelves? How
She was up on there. I don't know. I just
do you know what I mean?
imagine.
I know she was sitting, and she didn't want to. She like
In my
wanted to get
in my
down.
mind, they became very small. I don't know why. I just kept, like little figurines you'd put on your bookcase shelf, and I'm like,
Yeah.
So to read his description, it says, "The old man peered at me through stone eyes. His hands were thin with bulbous joints." Makes me think of arthritis. The undersides of his fingernails ink stained. That tracks. He had no hair upon his head or face. Voldemort. No color in his sunken cheeks.
Okay, that Jafar
Voldemort.
guy didn't have hair here, but he did have a beard.
He had a beard.
But he doesn't. Oops.
Voldemort.
Got that wrong. Voldemort.
he who must not be named.
He must not be named.
Did you?
Okay.
Okay, so for the sprites,
He's welcome
in
to
my
it.
mind, sprites are little, right? Little things. And in fact, when we first meet the sprites, they're like little
They were
flitting
very
through the
little.
trees.
Yeah,
but
I
then,
guess there's different kinds.
but then the mountain
Then we
sprites,
come to the mountain
it
sprite.
ate an entire horse and wagon in one bite.
And
So,
some
like,
people, right? Didn't
So
it get some
how
people?
big are these effing sprites?
I guess it just varies, maybe. Like,
Or do they like jaw like? all- My other thing was like, did the jaw just like open and like?
oh, that's frightening.
That's like with that to be
that's
little.
worse.
I kind of pictured like a troll, like one of those rock trolls.
Oh yeah, because it was a
You know?
it was a rock, and then like I don't know. I still didn't picture it being quite that
Like
big
from
until it
Frozen?
ate the horse, and then I was
The
like,
little
holy crap!
Just roll around.
In
Let it
reading,
go.
they had just come across like that water sprite, and then somehow I got confused between the water sprite and Fig, the horse, because they kept talking about Fig, and I had to backtrack and be like, wait a minute, who the heck is Fig? And
I
it
was
the
gonna
horse.
if Fig
I was
gets
like, are they
eaten,
carrying the
I'm
water sprite around?
revolting. I'm gonna throw the
I
book.
know.
Bartholomew, sorry, excuse me, the gargoyle would be so. They should name the gargoyle. That's
I know.
Like-
I think Bartholomew is appropriate.
considering, yeah. Well, they keep. I do think that they refer when they talk. Or no, she just says gargoyle, right?
She says gargoyle. I think the reason we kind of assumed male, it was because of it starts out with him talking and it describes it as like a rocky, craggly voice,
Right.
So I think we just was like rock. Just.
But
we
I
just kinda
heard this.
decided it.
I heard that. Now, this was another thing that kind of. Well, you know what? I don't know. I'm not gonna say it. Never mind. I heard like an audio today of Night and the Moth, and it was like something about Bartholomew, and it was like an audio, and it was like being read, and they were using the name Bartholomew, and it was like a female voice. And I was like, it didn't give me any spoilers, but hearing that, I was like, is Bartholomew a girl? Like,
Maybe. It's a theory.
and then I was like, well, I guess that would make sense.
It's a theory.
We technically don't know,
It's
so.
a theory that we may have, messed up on that. So
I mean, gargoyles are gargoyles. I mean,
Yeah.
don't necessarily, they're not necessarily.
it's gonna be
male or female.
sad if it was one of the a foundling before, one of the diviners. That's gonna be sad if it was
I mean, it's supposed to be sad. Whatever
Yeah.
happens, it's
whatever happens.
It's supposed to be sad, and I'm like,
With
cool.
your spoilers out looking at
It's not really a
synopsises for the next book.
It just got posted. I follow the author, and it was just in my face because I saw it, and then I saw that you had sent it to me, and I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had to stop following. So I like Dragon Ball Z. And I had to stop following all their Facebook pages because people would be like, this is what's happening here. This is what's happening there. And I'm like, oh my God, spoilers. So people would just, I don't know if it's true or not, but
I
the way
had to-
it's
when-
going, I had to stop
when, like,
following stuff.
When the last Crescent City came out, when Onyx Storm came out, I had to, and actually with Alchemize just coming out, I've kind of had to like really avoid some of Bookstagram because so many spoil until you read them, right? Because like the spoilers, people they like read it so fast. I'm not that fast of a reader.
there's no
And-
way someone's going to be able to read 1,000 pages in Alchemize that fast.
There's people done with it. They're already done.
kidding
And
me.
and you have to remember too, there's different time zones. But also, I don't know if these people had arcs. I do know our
Some people
Walmart
take
here
vacation. Some people
here-
take PTO.
I don't think that I could read 1,000 pages in 24 hours.
well, and like I know our Walmart here had it out on Monday, so they had it out early. I was like, you bastards.
So, I mean, people will take a whole weekend off.
ours
know.
arrive tomorrow, and I just cannot wait.
I'm excited for it.
I can't read it right away, but I am.
I can't. I don't
Because
know. I
I'm
might.
reading this, and then I gotta finish Red Rising.
Actually, so when I met her earlier today, so go ahead and bring that book, Red Rising. I already read the first bit because this is helping her get through her fast reading times in this book.
Well, my sister-in-law, Rachel, shout out to Rachel. She read this book and just like adored it, and she's been on me about reading it for a while now.
I
She
think-
got my brother-in-law Rob to read it too, and he liked it.
I think I'm going to start reading it. It actually looks good. The little bit that I read, it had a really good premise.
It literally.
Usually-
I just want to let me just share with you. Hold on, where is this at? Because literally, it took no time, no freaking time, for this to happen, and
Spoilers?
it's not a spoiler.
Okay.
Okay, page 40. Okay, 40. I wish my blood had warmed it better for her. There's no context that I'm giving you there, but like when I tell you I read that and I was like, we're on page 40. And you were just ripping my heart out. Just like 40 pages. That's
It's supposed
it.
to be, the whole series is supposed to be super emotional. I am not really, I don't think, I've never been much of a space opera girly, but even I'm seeing a ton of people who typically don't read that either and are just loving it. And I follow the
I
author.
say that Rachel is a sci-fi.
I have the biggest author crush on him. Anyways, he just seems like the coolest dude.
I told you.
He's
She
cool.
goes, why have I seen this author before? I was like, because Mary.
Mary has the hot spot.
He's like so, and you'll see people.
Shout
other
out
people,
to Pierce Brown.
Well, you'll see people like, hey, I love Pierce Brown. I did this drawing, whatever, or anything, or like they like dressed as a character or whatever. He's all up in their comments. He's just like seems super approachable and chill,
Sociable.
even though he's like him.
He should be a guest.
Plus, look at those eyes.
Mary might
Look
just
at those
die
eyes.
if he was a guest on a podcast.
But I'm on
I'm
chapter.
an eyes girly. I like eyes.
The chapters are really short, And I'm on chapter 16. I'm only this much through. So, like, it's not, like, I'm on page 113, and I'm already on chapter 16. And a lot has happened already. It's pretty fast-paced, I feel like. They just, like...
It's a big series, though. How many books are there?
I think it's a trilogy. But I think there's other...
No, there's like 9, isn't there?
It's just a trilogy. There's the Red Rising trilogy, but I think there's maybe other books in the world, perhaps.
Oh, maybe.
Because I noticed I have Lightbringer, which is not in the trilogy.
Oh, okay.
Because it says the complete Red Rising trilogy. You have Red Rising, Golden Sun, and Morning Star, or is technically the trilogy. I mean, I'm liking it so far. It was a good way to keep my mind off this, because this has me in a chokehold.
Her husband was bragging on her, saying she was doing so good not reading through the rest. She really has been doing it right. She has been waiting.
Good for you.
It's
not a Phantasma situation where you're like, I'm done. Wait till you read the rest.
When I finished it the day after, I was like, and then I finished the chapter and I was like, this is so stupid. Like, I was like, what? It almost felt like I was a freaking, like, addict or something, because I would just like walk by it.
You're like twitching, jonesing for
yeah,
it.
like I would walk by the book and I'd like touch it.
Did you? So I know, like
I'm coming.
Mary and I grew up in the time where you watched one episode. Like
There was no binge watching, yeah.
and there was no binge watching.
I grew up in that time as well.
We grew up with dial-up.
We
did
Ma'am,
not
I am
have-
not that much younger than you. I also had dial-up.
We did not have instant gratification.
I also had dial-up.
We had to, when we had our report papers and stuff that we had to write, our essays, we had to go to the encyclopedia.
I also had to do that.
We had the Dewey Decimal System.
I am not that young. I went to the back of your chair, but it's just your back.
I got locked. We're of the generation we just got like locked out all day until like, and it's like when the sun come down, you were allowed to come back in the house.
Okay, now that wasn't me. I didn't get locked out.
I was
but
gonna
like,
say, Mama Carol would never have let that happen.
no, but I did go outside a lot, just naturally.
I did touch grass.
I did enjoy the outdoors. Whatever. Anyway, I had dial-up. I did.
I do think she gave us, I think Rachel Gillett gave us some foreshadowing as far as the character development we're going to get for 4/6/Sybil, possibly. Because there's 2 quotes all in one chapter. It's like at the end of one of the chapters. And I wrote them down because actually they made me really sad, and I thought they were beautiful quotes. But then afterwards, I was like, I feel like this is her character development, which the first quote was, "We will only be diviners, harbinger of gods, not real women, holy, not human." And then the other one was, "I don't know who I am without Aisling." Aisling? I don't know. The cathedral area.
The place with the water.
And one that's very relatable. We've talked, me and you, Catherine, about how we make things our identity, and then when we have to shift gears or change or do other things, and we feel like we've lost that, how much of a struggle that can be. But I was like, and imagine if you're like taken as a child and you're taught that you're this like religious creature, and that's your sole purpose. Like, that is your identity. So I do feel like she's going to learn how to become herself and be independent of that, of this duty she feels like she's required to have, and this religion that she's stuck in.
But I could see her like, who am I if I'm not a diviner? Like, who am I if I'm not doing this?
And so what is she going to become? Is she going to become a knight? Is she going to become just herself? Like, is she just going to become this whole... I mean, she's sort of a little bit like she's more badass than you would expect of someone who's been raised to just drown and have visions.
But you know, she's very, I mean, even like I was very shocked in the first 8 chapters how quickly she was just be like, let's go. Like, you know, because I feel like if you're raised in this environment where you're having like everything's very strict and stuff like that, like I just feel like she was like, oh, well, I guess we do need to know. Let's just go do it. Like, there wasn't, like, a whole lot of... Like, she wasn't really at war with the decision. Like,
She is to a point. But when it comes to what she treasures, like notice she hasn't worn shoes yet. She's
Yeah.
still adamant about not wearing shoes. She will not take off her covering.
I
But I
think
think
that's
at this
fair.
point is, yeah, because she's with Rory and she doesn't know what's under there. I think one kind of freaked her out when she was like, oh gosh.
I
look how
think
big
that
Doug was.
I think that she's embarrassed. I think that she doesn't want Rory to see that she has stone eyes. Well, she doesn't.
and
she doesn't know
We
she
don't
has
even
stone
know.
eyes.
It's a
she
theory.
doesn't know. She doesn't know she has stone eyes, but she knows something's up, and she doesn't know what it is. And I think that she's embarrassed that it's gonna affect her as far as like her appearance somehow. And I don't think she wants Rory to see it
Especially after seeing the Herod scribe. I mean, she was like,
because
"Oh,
I don't
he's
know if she
ugly."
would care that much if Rory was not in the picture.
Well, and she also, it took her for a long time to get rid of the dress. Remember, they like let her take a bath and got her all new
she put it on
clothes,
dirty.
and she put on the dirty dress until they put the wax all over it, and then she finally changed
Yeah.
for her armor.
But no shoes.
That
Because-
was that was
because-
and the way that he like left and he was like, she'll
And it was Rory's idea for her to get that armor.
he knew
You know-
how you had to do it.
Well, I think it was, yes, but also to
He wanted
protect
to
her.
protect her.
Yeah. But then when Maud was talking about taking that to her armorer, and she was talking like, Six is sort of talking like she's replaceable. Like, oh, well, I'm going to be gone, and, I can't pay for this, but you could reuse it. Someone else can wear it. And Maud was like, no one will wear it better than you. Like, it's for you. And I was like, aw, I love me some Maud.
I
And
do too.
I'm kind of worried something's going to happen to poor Maud.
Maud is badass to be 41. I'm 41 and she's done way more than I have.
Yeah,
She is very
Elizabeth
badass.
came into the tea house tonight very, very
I was just like,
upset. She was like, Maud is 41, and they're talking about her
Her
crow's feet.
crow's feet and the lines around her mouth.
Listen, I'm 42. 42. I'm 42. I still can't fold a
was like,
fitted
yeah.
sheet. I'm like, I was doing laundry
You
the
just
other day.
roll that up.
Maud out here being a knight, slaying some sprites.
I was doing laundry.
demolishing everything.
I like had the fitted sheet, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna figure it out today. Still can't figure it out. I think if it's a test of adulthood, I have failed repeatedly. I'm just never.
Same.
Fair.
I always need an adult more adultier than me.
That's fair.
100%. There are times where I'm like, I don't understand the fact that like I have like bills and children and things. Like I don't.
There's no test you have to pass to even be able to do any of that. They just turned us loose. I was like 17 and on my own, and then like next thing you know, there was kids. I bought a house. I was like, what the heck?
Who let you do that? I don't think that's the fact. I've said this before. The fact that I have a business, period. I'm like very, very poor judgment. I feel like on other people's part. They should have been like, I don't know, maybe think about it. Like, come back to me when you're more mature. Just saying. I mean, who am I to question? You know what? Yay for a free country. You know what? Like, I can go open up an LLC just like that.
Well, and then like we joke about Dwight. I joke with Dwight all the time, but then I remember like he's 20, my daughter's 22, and like my daughter will say something, and she's just like shocked that she has to like adult through certain things in life, and my son's sort of the same way. And I'm like, I look back and I'm like, 22. By 22, I had both of my children, and I think I had my house. But yeah, I had my house by then, and it's like, I don't know.
I had Christopher. I think I got pregnant.
Looking
with
at them,
him
I'm always
23.
shocked. I'm like, oh Lord.
I got pregnant with Christopher at 23. I'm pretty sure because he's 7 and I'm 31. Yeah. And I've like met people that are like in their 20s, and like some of the things that like, not to discount because everyone's going through life at different paces, but like the things that are like very, very heavy on them right now. And I'm like, in the grand scheme. But you know what? When things like that were bothering me, I didn't realize what the grand scheme was. So I get it. But I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Well, and it's like, so listeners, you're about to get TMI and welcome to the trauma dumping. But like, when I was dating after my husband passed away, I'm dating. I'm like widowed, 2 children, on the dating scene, still in my, mid 20s. And I'm like, just the men, and nothing against the men and the dating pool, but it was just like we were all in very different places in our lives.
Right.
And so,
Yeah.
like, when I joke that I'm like, I'm in an age gap romance, but a lot of that was like when my husband, now husband, emailed me the first time, I was like, no. I was finally like, we have so much in common. I started emailing him back. We emailed several times. We had so much in common. And then we finally went on a date. And like that, it was like the date that didn't end. And then,
So cute.
I don't know. We always joke because we like go back and look. I think so we met in May. We went on our first date in May, like late May. We were married by August. We have emails of like in July, we were already engaged, planning the wedding. And like, I think even in June. So we like he popped the question super fast. He was just like nailing that down.
Well, it's funny because James and I started dating when I was 17. And
Just babies.
Just a baby.
Just a
I saw this thing one time, and it was actually just like the other day, and I sent it to him, and it was just like, if you have it was like if my man has a problem with my attitude or whatever, like he met me when I was 17, like he practically raised me. He should have raised me better, like or something along those lines. I thought that was cute.
Yeah.
I thought that was cute. But like James and I started dating when I was 17. I think he was 19. And what's funny was that I do feel like in a lot of cases when you know, but especially like when you're young, people don't really take that seriously. Like I knew that I was going to marry James very, very quickly. And it was funny because when you would say that to an adult, they're like, you're 17, like you have your whole life. He's probably not your husband. Like, cool down, whatever.
Did your parents do that?
Mom kind of did, yeah. At first, like she realized very quickly that wasn't. We fell in love really fast, and it was very like you have more time, like you have college, you have all these things, and then next thing you know, like I'm engaged at 19, and we're married, and I'm 20 years old, and this Saturday it'll be 11 years, and I mean, sometimes you just know, even if you're,
I feel like you were very mature for your age. When I was 17, no. No. And
Yeah, I was a
like,
problem
I would
at
definitely be
17.
one of those. Now kids or whatever comes up and they're like, "Oh, I'm 17, I'm getting married." I'll be like, "Please don't, take some time." Like, it just,
and that's how the adults
it
I
was
think
just
were with
different.
us.
And I mean, I know you are like the exception. You and James are the exception.
We've gotten
and I would
that
probably be like your parents or even James' parents, where I'd be
yeah.
like, "Can you please wait till you're like mid-20s and you've been through some life a little bit before you decide to do it?" But
Yeah,
I'd still love you.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
and that's fair because sometimes I look back on it and I'm like, now granted, mine and James's relationship is fantastic, and I love him, and I don't ever get bored of him, and I could just hang out with him all day long and I'd be totally fine. Like I see people that are like, "Oh, I just need space from my husband." I don't. Honestly, like I would crawl in his skin. Like I want to be with him all the time. But like I like he's just my best friend and I love him. But I think back and I'm like, we kind of, because we were so young, there was a lot that we had to work out like really quickly, because like we had all these very, very adult, like big person feelings, but we were still in our like young person brains. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I wonder, like, maybe if we had like a little bit more life under our belt, like would we have done things differently or approached things differently or whatever. But at the same time, like, I feel like it hasn't been like a bad experience. It's not like we can be like, man, that first year of marriage, like, because I've talked to some people, they're like, our first year of marriage, we didn't know we were going to make it. After our first year of marriage, I was like, this is awesome. Like, this is great. And so I don't know, like, but I have wondered, like, would some of the drama that happened when we first started dating, like, would that have even been a thing if it had been later or like something like that? But I mean, everything happens the way that it's supposed to, so.
It definitely does, because I
Yeah.
know Chuck jokes. We have this like running joke because he's like, I wish I would have met you earlier, and I'm always like, that would have been illegal.
Like, how much earlier are we talking?
But also, like, I'm like, you would have hated me. Like, I needed to go through some shit, like,
Yeah.
and get my life together a little bit and
I
grow
feel
as a
like-
person. I was like,
I'm the same.
I was a mess for a while. I'm gonna be like, I was Nesta. I wasn't that bad, but like also, I was pretty self-destructive for a long time. I had a lot of shit I needed to work out, and so,
Same.
I was like, I look back at like 17-year-old me, even early 20s me, and I just want to punch her. I was like, you're so stupid. You thought you knew so much. You were so dumb. But then I joke with him now because when we met and got married, I was like, I'm an independent woman. I am super, like, I'm strong and independent. I don't need no man. Like I wanted to have a husband. I was happy to have a husband. I love him. But also, like, I didn't need him. I could do everything myself. And now I'm like, I'm just a girl. Can you do it? And he's like, you can do that. And I'm like, you created this. Like, you made me who I am now.
He texted me last night because I was in Noah's room, like, putting Noah down because Noah was like, I want mommy to do it. And so I was in there and I texted James. I was like, I want tea. He was like, well, you should make some when you come out. And then, like about 20 seconds later, he was like, or I can make you some. I'm like, there it is. That's what we were looking for. And then he was like, or?
I don't have children, but I can definitely say my 17, 20, all that stuff. I'm definitely like Mary. There's things I had to figure out, things I had to do. Definitely glad I did not get married at that age. Because, Justin and I, we did not get married till I was about like 32. So yeah, it's been great, but he's my best friend. We agree on all the top important things. And honestly, we rarely disagree, even on little things. So,
We do have disagreements.
and I don't cook, and Justin cooks. So anytime I'm like, can you make me something? He does. Because he knows I can't fend for myself.
You know what? None of us got raptured. So,
Yeah, that was pretty wild, actually.
I hadn't even heard of it.
Well,
I was like, what time zone is this happening in? What are we doing
I would
during this
assume
time? I need to
that
set my
is
alarm
that-
to make sure I wake up and go to work. I mean,
I don't know.
is that PTO?
I think it's already done.
I mean, no one got raptured. I mean, that we know of. I mean, that it's...
Well, the cow.
It was like
wasn't
one person.
perfect. It was imperfect.
What?
right?
No.
Oh,
What did she say? One person?
she said it was like one person, but she said it so like nonchalantly. I was like, I'm pretty sure that person is a missing.
I'm pretty sure that'd be on the news.
Yeah, I was like, did someone see someone ascending? Like what?
No,
It was kind of wild.
My all-time favorite was when we had those Left Behind books, and we made Dwight that challenge that if he could sell the Left Behind books, we would pay him money.
and he
and-
was like, he had like a little sign.
He did, and
It's
he'd be like, "Can I interest
in
you
books on the
the
rapture?"
rapture?" To everyone who came in.
And people are like, "Wow, what a marketing ploy."
And
You
two
did
of the
sell
books
them.
were the same first book. I'm like, good luck.
Yeah, we didn't have the completed series. It was just like pieces of it.
Yeah, he got him. You bought him.
I did. I put them in a little library.
I don't know. I
I
just,
don't
And there was
I
something
just thought it was
about
hilarious.
trumpets.
These people were like,
There was something about trumpets.
my last
It's a symbol.
shift today, and I'm like, well, Thursday's gonna suck for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also, like, it says one thing I do know it says very clearly is you're not going to know the day or the hour when,
That's-
like, and so I'm like,
I don't know
Well,
why people keep guessing or try and keep saying this is going to
well,
happen.
remember
Like,
2012 was supposed to be like
Yeah,
a thing,
the-
and that didn't happen.
the Mayan calendar, and I'm like, how would they know?
Yeah, and then there was wasn't Y2K, wasn't like the world was supposed to end. And then
yeah.
It wasn't supposed to end. It was just there was supposed to be a big like electronic issue because they didn't think anything could shift from 1999 to 2000 in the computers, and so there's going to be this huge blackout situation. I remember that. That was
I
like
do
a
too.
huge deal.
I was okay with it because I'm like, I'm in high school. And I'm like, hey, maybe we won't have school the next day. But we did.
We did.
Well, you know, as the year went on.
I would much rather not know that the world is going to end and just live and enjoy my life
I don't
and
know
it just
why.
end than like I don't want to know. I have anxiety as it is. I don't need more. Like,
Well, I
'cause
remember
what
that-
can you do about it? You can't do anything about it, right? And like,
Well, I guess that's the question. It's kind of a philosophical, you know, question. If you knew, let's say right now, if you knew that the world was going to end, you know that movie, Don't Look Up
yeah,
on Netflix? If you knew within 24 hours that the world was going to end, this comet, whatever, this asteroid is going to hit the Earth, what would you do with your 24 hours of time?
see, I wouldn't want to know. I just want to live and enjoy my life because I don't think I could mentally compartmentalize enough where I'd be like, I'm going to enjoy every moment because I wouldn't. Because what you'd want to do is enjoy every moment. But what you're going to do is you're going to, like, just be panicking that the world is ending
Yeah.
the whole time. I would just want to live my life.
I would be kind of
And I'd
panicking
want to live my
about-
life without the worry or the stress or the anxiety or, like, the fear.
me-
That constant fear of the world is ending.
It's for me it's not the end, because for me as a Christian I believe there is more. For me it's more of how it ends. Like I don't want to feel it. I don't want there to be pain, and not that I have that choice, and I don't know what a big asteroid to the earth is going to feel like, and I would be stressed and anxiety ridden about, I really don't want to have this pain, you know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My anxiety probably couldn't handle it. Like I couldn't be like, yeah, let's just go to the zoo. Just night in the moth. Sorry. Here we go.
So we've ended chapter 16 on we've encountered the oarsmen. So I do know, like, I'm assuming we're going to be killing some oarsmen, stealing their oar. I don't know what we're doing.
tonight. 'Cause the first thing I'm doing when I go home is
Who's calling this late?
the University of Phoenix. I'm not answering that.
Oh my gosh! You should answer it.
I am not answering the
Isn't
University.
that like isn't that the online college?
Yes, answer it.
What are they calling you for?
I don't know. I'm not enrolled. I don't know.
We're just discussing the Book of Revelation. What's up? How can I help you?
Are you prepared for the rapture?
So wait, we're gonna read 17 through.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What are we reading through?
It's funny
It's
that
8
phone
chapters,
ring-
right? I think our last one, after this one, will be 7 chapters. I think.
It's funny the phone rang because I was watching Poltergeist 2 with my husband last night, and that's one of the ways that the spirits contacted that little girl. It was through her play telephone, and her grandma was like, "Be a good little girl."
So are we reading chapter 25
5
or ending at chapter 25?
6. Hold on. 7. 8. We're reading chapter 24.
24.
So we're stopping at chapter 25.
Okay, so we end at page 303. So like another 100 pages.
Another 100 pages.
And then our next one, I guess we'll just finish the book.
Yeah.
Because that'll be chapter 25 to 31.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're ending it at 303. Cool.
So for
Cool.
everyone following along, read the next 8 chapters. So episode 4 will be covering those chapters, more unhinged theories, maybe more
Theories.
answers to our questions.
We need a lot of answers. I'm wondering how things are gonna like go with Rory and her, because like the the yearning is pretty on point.
Yeah, are we gonna get any spice in this
I don't
book?
know.
I didn't read her. This is my first time reading her. I've not read One Dark Window, so I have no idea.
I'm about to look it up.
But I mean,
Are you looking up if this book has
I don't have
spice?
to have the spice. I like
Oh no, you don't need it.
the whole. I like the plot of this. I like where it's going. It's interesting. I am curious. Is this going to end on a cliffhanger?
Okay, this says
I'm assuming so because of the duology.
okay, so for people who don't love a lot of spice, this is actually really good. So it says the Night and the Moth contains some quote unquote spice, but it's described as mild or PG-13 with one emotional or slash open door scene that isn't explicit.
Slow burn romance.
The romance is a slow burn, and any intimate moments are considered earned within the story rather than being gratuitous or central to the plot.
I like that.
Yep.
Nice.
So you might end up, since it's a duology, it could be very like I love that like Jamie, that girl reads the way that she puts it is that she doesn't usually love when you see stuff like that in the first book because she does like it to actually be a slow burn.
Well, I like more plot driven.
Oh,
than
for sure.
Spice driven.
Oh
you
no,
know?
for sure. I'm talking about like as far as like the romance portion. Like you can't call something a slow burn.
And then
if,
it happened
like,
with them.
Well, and not even just for a slow burn, but just I feel like there has to be a build up. There has to be chemistry, otherwise it starts to feel very insta love, and then it just feels very shallow. And it's like these people aren't going to make it
We don't love him
through life, like
Yeah.
because what is there other than like I think he has a chiseled jawline and she's got great boobs. Like there's nothing else there.
Love your shroud, girl.
you know, you
Those
gotta wonder-
stone
you gotta
eyes,
wonder,
maybe.
What do those feet look like?
I keep thinking,
He's
okay.
probably got friggin' hobbit feet, man.
I was gonna say, you just know they're gonna be like Hobbit.
Well, I know, like from a physical side, they would be super strong. Super strong.
She's probably
Like-
not tender-footed, for sure, yeah.
No. And I bet, like, because everything starts from the feet. Her balance is probably freaking amazing. Like, just, she can do so much.
Off topic. I thought about you with this
Mm-hmm.
because they completely like change this guy's whole body, but he ends up doing things that I'm like, that's gotta be muscle memory.
Muscle memory. Because you have brains in your muscles. And they think
I was
for
like, that's gotta be
you.
muscle memory. And I'm like, but Elizabeth says that's not real.
Pretty sure people that have had strokes would love for their
Me and
muscles.
Elizabeth don't disagree on much,
To
but
work.
I disagree on the muscle memory thing adamantly. I think muscle memory is a thing.
Well, you
I
okay,
didn't
it's-
ask James
it's
his
to-
opinion on that.
It's to an extent.
ask him.
Like you can learn how to swim when you're 5 and still swim later on. You can learn how to ride a bike and still ride a bike. That's where the whole muscle memory thing comes from. Like you can do some things. It's like picking it right back up. It won't be as well and it won't be as good, but there are some things that you can do that you learned back then. That's fact. But if you damage your brain,
But
If you
wait, but
damage it,
there's people
you're
who
not going
have
to be able to ride that bike.
But wait, because you have people who have like had a traumatic brain injury, or they have like dementia or Alzheimer's, and they can do things that they can't remember doing. Like they don't remember it, but all of a sudden they can do
But
it, and then
It does get worse. Dementia gets worse. Alzheimer's gets worse. You can train yourself. You can learn new motor skills. You can learn new habits. And you can also learn bad habits. So things like making a fist. Let's say you damaged your brain, you no longer can make a fist. I can help you with making that fist. But I can also help you make it not right. Like maybe having a thumb sticking out. So then all of a sudden all your fists that you used to do like this, you're now doing like this. So our brains are very, very amazing. We have the capabilities to learn new things. We can do motor skills. We can do all this fun stuff. But ultimately, if it gets damaged, there's no guarantee that you're going to be able to do those things.
So what Elizabeth is trying to say is, you have muscle memory.
To an extent,
Did you have muscle memory?
but not really.
Damn it.
I want to ask James about this. So for those listening, if Mary doesn't cut this part out, Elizabeth and
That or the rapture part.
Yeah, that might go. We'll see. Mary's the captain of this ship. But Elizabeth and James are both in physical therapy, so I've never asked James his opinions.
Well, it actually came from, we were reading, so I was leading the book
The
club.
Blonde
I
Identity.
think you were out of town or something happened. I don't remember, but
Me?
I read.
Yeah, because you led it. It was the Blonde Identity.
We did the Blonde Identity, and
Oh.
I ran book club for you.
oh, okay.
And
I was like, maybe
it's
where's that?
mentioned in there about, because in that she has like a memory loss situation. She can't remember who she
Now
is.
that capacity, I can kind of see some of her things because her brain is not injured. Where the memory is stored and where her other stuff is stored.
But they mentioned muscle memory.
Muscle
And
memory.
then that's when Elizabeth was like, that's not a thing. And I was like, girl, we're about to fight.
I love
So,
the way that you're like the
my-
closest
What you're saying makes sense.
and they have
But I'm
to
still arguing
learn
there's muscle memory.
how to relearn. If your eyes are made of stone, can you really see?
That's the takeaway.
Do stone eyes have optic nerves?
Like,
Do they
let me
get
look at my
glaucoma?
notes. Make sure that did we hit everything we were supposed to hit?
That's, oh my gosh, that's like my favorite thing that you
Is
said
really
today.
is she seeing through another sense?
Well, okay,
Is
but
Is it muscle memory?
Is this Daredevil?
real quick, I know we're like wrapping it up here, but like real quick, she still is having visions though. Like I know, so like the king is saying that the gods aren't real and none of that's real, but she's still having visions. She is
Yeah, and she
definitely.
asked him that.
Okay, see,
She
but
asked him,
I
and he
don't
said
know.
unfortunately his grandfather was more focused on the omens and not the diviners. So he said he doesn't have, like Benji doesn't have the answer to that. He just knows that it's the water. The water is making them
Okay.
eternal.
But
What is
here's
in this
a
water?
question. How reliable is Benji?
That is a good question.
Well, he's got is it Benji? I mean, it was his grandfather's journals.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Did she look at these journals herself?
Yeah,
He showed
didn't
them
she?
to
She
her.
read them. He
But
handed
read
them
all
over.
of
she read the passages that he gave her.
And also, but like, also, could something be getting twisted? Like, I don't
I
know.
know they
because
stoned
him to
she's-
death.
The fact that she's getting these visions.
Well, and I mean, maybe she, like what you said. So, like the water is definitely something
Something.
magical.
Yes.
And she's drinking the water, so possibly that water is providing those, when they drown. So possibly that's where like really the visions are coming from, is them having the water in them, because she does definitely have these visions.
Well, and I wonder if it's still in her
And-
blood because the scribe like licked her blood.
It is.
So
they
maybe
they
it's
do
still
talk
in
about
her
that.
system, and that's why she's still having the visions.
Yeah.
I'm just confused because, like, where
Where did the water come from?
yeah, and like also like
You're like,
how
maybe
does-
we should just worship the water.
Well, also like, okay, let's
Water
talk,
for
let's talk about this. You know how they
everybody.
talk about how like when you hear people, they're like, how did you know that like to make chocolate you had to like take this gross bean and you had to do all these things to it? Do you see what I'm saying? How did they know, oh, if we take the blood of some just dude and we put it in this girl's mouth and we drown her, she will see the future? I mean, how did you come to that conclusion? Like,
Well, and to get real, I don't know, philosophical, what makes a god? Like, because I feel like the gods, what makes them gods is that they have
these things.
these trinkets, right? That give them power and magic, right? So if that's what makes them a god,
Then anybody could be one.
then is Benji trying to become a god? Like, they don't really believe in any of that. But it's like,
You believe in power,
All we
at
know,
least.
right.
right now, all we know is Benji's point, and this is his words. He wants to take up the mantle. So he wants to overthrow the omens and overthrow these people. He has one trinket. Rory has the other. The one Maud is supposed to have is lost. So it's not like he's
Do we think-
saying,
Do
you
we
know, I'm
think
gonna be one
do we
to
think
have
Six is going to get a trinket of her own?
Is he just gonna pass out the trinkets? I feel like he's gonna try and get all the trinkets. I feel like he's gonna
I
try.
feel
Well,
like
I
the
feel like
trinket's
he is
gonna
too,
happen.
but if like Rory has the coin and it's like stays in his possession.
Yeah.
And then
And there's
the,
one that's lost.
the king has the inkwell, I
we
think.
gotta find it.
And the one that Maud, her omen that she killed, that's lost.
Yeah.
They gotta be trying.
So
they're-
I'm wondering if
I feel like they
if
need
Six
to
is
get
going to
them
get
all.
one.
I feel
Look
like they're
out
going
if she
to
gets
get them
one.
all and use it to defeat the Abyss.
Gotta catch 'em.
Because
all.
Abyss is the moth and the bringer of death.
I don't know. It's very like. I just don't. It's kind of like how we discussed earlier. Like I don't really know what the end game is. Like once you have them, what are you gonna do? You're gonna lock them up. You're gonna.
They could destroy him.
I just don't think that's gonna
It could
happen.
be a Lord of the Rings. We're going to.
Yeah, well, look how
destroy the
well
rings.
that worked out. Frodo was like, you know what? After all this, I don't think so. like, like it took outside forces. Like, spoiler alert on Lord of the Rings.
Poor Frodo missing a finger.
Poor Frodo. But like, I just don't feel like it's gonna. I feel like it's gonna at the very, and it could be that right now Benji has good intentions. It very well could be that, and then they become not great intentions. Because I mean, how are you gonna ignore?
He's 17.
I mean, look at
He's
what
easily
it's,
persuaded.
right, and look at
persuaded
what these
this
little
time.
trinkets have done to those people who only have one. I mean, granted,
Right.
the spring water has a lot to do with it too, but I mean,
Well,
like.
And
Do you think that we're going to find the diviners?
I'm firmly of the belief. I don't know. But I'm firmly of the belief like humans are inherently flawed, right?
Yeah.
And so even someone with the best of intentions, when you give them endless amounts of power, whether it's like a control like a government type power or like a magical like power or whatever type of power, money type power, anytime you do that, there will be bad. There'll be corruption. Like it's easily corruptible because people are inherently flawed. They
Right.
just are. So you might start out and be super great and want to do all the right things, and I think over time that power will corrupt you.
Oh, for sure. And like me, and that could be it, or it could be that he's got like some secret thing and he's just like a bad dude.
I still have no, like, I've run out of theories of where the damn diviner girls are. Like, where the hell have they gone?
Are they still at the cathedral? You know?
Does
I'm
the
wondering if they're
abbess have
still
them?
there.
Because she didn't want her to leave. When we first jumped into these chapters, that was Rory had just showed up. He's trying to help her escape. Bartholomew's like, I'm coming too. And then all those, the abbess shows up like some weird shadowed figure on the hill and is like, has her little gargoyle army. And they're like, kill him, take her back to the cathedral. And for some reason, 6 is super important to the abbess. I'm not sure why. And I think we'll find that out, hopefully, in this book. Better be by the second book. And then,
The second book doesn't come out till next year.
I know.
Yeah.
Also, why are the other why is Bartholomew the only one who's not...
I don't know.
Like, they're all all the other gargoyles seem to be like in service to the abbess. Would you stop finding spoilers?
It's so hard.
I looked down, and you want to know what page number I saw? 338.
Girl,
That's not even within the
All us-
approved reading.
All
Frame.
I saw was the word mod and something about 4 people. Oh, I wonder if it was the girls. You know what? No, it's just fine.
Stop it.
I'll find out.
You'll
It's
find
okay.
out.
Not this go round.
Not this go
Not
round.
this go round. You're not gonna find out.
This is actual torture. Like this is this is a real lesson for me, okay? In like delayed gratification.
I'm really gonna enjoy when we read House of Leaves.
That's gonna screw me up, I feel
It's
like.
gonna
And
be
how
that's
we
gonna be a
all read
wild
it.
ride. Our poor listeners are gonna be like, "What is happening?" Be like, "So on page 200, there's just
was
like
blank.
words in a circle."
No, but like you might can skip pages. It's not like a read.
Be like, "What do we think the
Right.
significance of the red letters versus the blue letters are?"
Is it is it like a choose your own adventure? Like what?
Well, the way it is described is there's like
390.
footnotes. You're gonna be reading. There's gonna be a footnote, and it's gonna direct you to page like 200.
Some
You're
people
gonna
said
read
they-
that, and
I
it's gonna
do
direct
love
you
a
some.
footnote.
You
Some
know,
people said that they read it like basically like a regular book front to back. Mm-hmm. Other people said that they like bounced around. There's no right or wrong way to read
Right.
it.
I do love a footnote.
And the people who read it front to back said that they got a ton out of it. Other people who bounced around said they got a ton out of it. Like they
Could
seem
you
I
read
think
it
you
front to back and bounce around? Could you do both?
some people did and some people also read it like I think they read it front to back and then they went back and like reread it and kind of bounced around to find things that they'd missed. But
I think I'm gonna have to take
I'm
notes.
already stressed out.
I'm definitely gonna have to take. I think
And
I'm
I
just gonna have a whiteboard kind of going.
I don't
for
really
Oh,
do
like that guy,
I don't know if
the
this is the
Pacific
book.
Rim guy.
I don't
Is
know
that is that who I'm talking about? Is that what that guy's from? I feel like the Pacific Rim guy looks like that guy. The guy with the with all the things, and he's like trying to explain it, and he's like got the crazy hair, and he's got like the map with the lines. I feel like you got to know what I'm talking about. With the,
I think I know what meme you're talking about.
yeah, but is that the dude from Pacific Rim? Have y'all seen Pacific Rim? It's
I
got
thought it
what's
was-
his name in it? Oh, what's his name? The dude from the Office. The I'm aware of the effect I have on women guy. What's his name?
Idris Elba.
Yeah, he's in it. In Pacific Rim. Is Mary looking it up?
Yeah.
I think that's when I saw him because Christopher has been watching Pacific Rim, and I saw him. I was like, I think that's the dude. That's the meme guy.
Let me tell you, if my muscles are acting the way my memory is, I ain't doing crap. Because my memory is the thing I miss the most.
That's funny.
Maybe they're in my muscles.
Maybe so.
That's why I can't come
How
up
long
Okay.
with
Are you talking about the "It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia" meme where he's doing like with the red tape, like the?
Is it the same guy?
She's talking about Idris Elba. I know that much.
No, no.
Like that meme?
Yes, but isn't that the guy from Pacific Rim?
Oh, that I have no idea.
I don't even know.
That's what I'm talking about. But I do feel like that dude was in Pacific Rim. But they might just look similar. I might just be a psychopath. Which honestly, like, it got really quiet. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was
Just
like, I
everything.
got sidetracked for a minute because I
know.
was like, oh, it's right here. I can show you. So I think this is going to be my next crochet project. Look at how pretty it is.
Okay, so Pacific Rim does have Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Is that Charlie? Are you talking about Charlie Day?
Maybe? Is Charlie Day in that Sunny in Philadelphia?
Okay, hang on.
Sunny in Philadelphia cast. Charlie Day!
Yeah. We got this.
I did it! Okay, sorry.
So we
I'm
really
feeling
wandered
really
off
good.
topic tonight.
We were doing
really good so about that. well.
I think we did really good last week, so we were due.
We were due.
a lot of- I'm
I mean,
sorry.
you really come for the chaos, so I feel like we had to deliver. So,
It's true. That's what
so
happens when you
we
get,
will be
you know.
back next Wednesday with our third set of 8 chapters of A Night in the Moth. More questions answered, hopefully. More unhinged
Hopefully.
theories. more side quests.
I feel like there's going to
It'll
be
be a
more
good time.
drama, but I don't know that we'll have. More
Maybe we'll
like,
have a little bit further along in the slow burn romance.
It's
Instead of just
303.
longing looks and banter,
Yes.
we might have something happen. Just a little something something.
303.
Like maybe like a hand brush. Give me something.
So
But
we're
if
gonna
you're
read-
enjoying what we're doing, like, subscribe. Would you stop? Someone's gonna have to put like
303.
blinders. We're gonna have to like tape. We're gonna have to put like some kind of tape over all the pages you
I
can't
mean, if she
read.
wants to spoil it to herself, that's fine. Just don't tell me. I want to know. I don't want to know the synopsis of the next book. I don't want my judgment.
That wasn't just me. That was her too.
characters.
Well,
ruined.
it was my fault. So for the podcast, I followed the author, and I was updating something on the social media, and I saw it was like the first thing that popped up, and I was like, oh,
I saw it
the
too,
next
yeah.
book, and then
Let me
I
read
like,
what it's about.
yeah, and then I was like, oh, and I'm like, I thought she was just gonna do a little blurb about like that the book was coming, and then I realized it's the synopsis, and like it sucked you right in because she's a fantastic writer, and then I was like, oh shit, oh no,
Oh no.
oh no, and then I'm like, crap.
Yeah, no, I saw it too. I saw it before you sent it, so it wasn't it because
Oh,
I
good.
follow Rachel Gellar too. Yeah, and then I saw it and I was like, awesome.
I'm
Yeah.
just over here like, where's my shroud?
I didn't know she was gonna announce the next book. Like I'm
I
like, man,
know.
like the timing. But I was like, oh, cool, Knave and the Moth. And then like I saw the thing and I was like, I don't know enough about the current book
Wait,
for me to be reading this.
What's the name of the next?
Not Knave and the Moth. Not Knave.
The
and
Knave and the Moon.
Knave and the Moon.
So what do we think the knave is, and what do we think the moon's gonna be?
I don't think
Maybe
we've read
she's
enough
a
to know.
knave.
What's
Maybe
What
like
is a knave?
I was
isn't
gonna
a
say,
knave
what
like
is
a
it?
baby night? Isn't it?
I don't know.
I feel like I'm right.
What is a knave?
I feel like a knave is like a baby knight, like a newbie knight.
Like a Padawan?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what's a knight.
A
What's
dishonest. So
A
mine
knave-
says a
oh.
knave. A knave is
A dishonest or
honest and
unscrupulous
unscrupulous
man.
man.
I was wrong. Okay. Not my butt being red. Okay, now what's a moon? Okay, so okay, dishonest or unscrupulous. Okay, well I guess we
The
know.
members act like fools and knaves. He played a knave and won a trick.
Well, who's the moon? I don't know. Well, we don't even know who the moth is. So all we know of the two books is that the knight is Rory. Because like the moth, we talked about it possibly being 6, but now we're like it's the abbess,
Yeah.
or is it both? Was she destined to be the next abbess?
Does she have stone eyes?
Well, and
gotta have
again, the moth represented, at least according to the original omens, like the moth represented death. So I don't know.
Does that mean Rory died? He can't die. There's no way he's dead. There's no way he's dead.
Does that have to do with the synopsis of the next book? which is
No. No, no,
No, we actually don't get any like Rory spoilers, which I don't know, does have me concerned.
Well, I mean, it had like a little tiny one for
Did
like
it?
Rory and Maud, but it wasn't enough to where I was like, oh, they're dead. Like they're not dead. I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think Hamlet's gonna make it. That's my theory.
Like they might be
sticking
like.
to it.
I doubt they're unscathed.
I don't know. I want Fig the horse to make it. I want Bartholomew to make it.
He's got to make it. He's a storyteller.
Oh, that's true. He is. I feel like he is the storyteller.
He's the
If
storyteller.
we're getting that right, then he's got to make it because he's got to tell
He's
the
got
story.
to make it. And you don't kill the dog.
Some
don't kill
people
the
kill the
pet.
dog.
We're not.
I feel like
killing
that
him.
happens a lot, actually.
In the story, the pet of the story, they do not die.
Some
Trippy.
Are y'all watching any spooky movies?
No, I watched that. I watched that real cute Netflix show
I
last
watched the
night.
rom-com, yeah.
The rom-com, The Wrong Paris, adorable. I enjoyed every minute of it. Like put my phone down and everything, enjoyed it.
It was cute.
Just it was really cute.
James got annoyed by me because we were supposed to watch The Hobbit because it was Hobbit Day. And he was putting Noah down, and when he came out, I was watching that, and he was just like, I was like, well, I had to watch something while I was waiting on you. You can put it on The Hobbit. He was like, no, you're all invested.
My husband was out of town, so I was like, perfect time. I'm going to watch it because we've been watching a lot of football, which is, you know.
We have one TV, and so, like, we kind of always have to agree with what we're watching. And he's very kind, and I get to choose most of the time.
I don't interrupt. He doesn't watch a lot of anything. So, like, I don't. The only thing his request is to watch football. So, I don't interrupt football season. I'll usually either read, crochet, do my own thing, go write while football's on.
I thought you were going to say go run, and I'm like, since when?
Like, who's chasing me?
I was just like, I don't think that that's one of your hobbies.
It's not. It's not. I've tried. It's just, it's
I
not
don't
for
want to
me.
be the person who runs.
I have tried and tried, and I went for a whole like 2 years and ran consistently, and I hated it. You know, like they always say, you're gonna get that runner's high, and you're gonna love it, and like I got the runner's high. I still fucking hated it. I hated every minute of it. My shins hated it. My knees hated it. My lungs hated it. I never liked it.
So much hate.
So much hate. The only thing I liked was the cute outfits.
Oh, that's fair.
Fair.
I saw a cute outfit the other night at Target, like for like a like athletic whatever, and Mom was like, "That is so ugly," and I was like,
What was this?
It was like a little like sports bra like pant thing. It was like navy and had these cute little stripes on the side. It was very retro. Like I really liked it, and I was like, "This is so cute." And Mom was like, "Ugh."
Would Sporty Spice would have worn it?
Probably so. And like, and she would have been like, "If you want to be my love," and like, and like, it just. And Mom was like, "That's so." She was like, "Me and you obviously have different tastes," and I was like, "All right, well." Like, what do you do with that? Like, I'm sorry that I have such horrible taste.
I'm trying to find it.
Target.
athletic wear.
Yeah, it's cute.
Was it top and bottom? Matching
Yeah.
workout set?
Yeah, it was a matching workout set. It was like blue, and it had like a stripe. There was a stripe. I'm not seeing it. Nope. It was like a sports bra.
That is straight.
No, it was like tight pants. Like you'd want to run in it, probably. All right, we should probably.
Yeah.
Wrap
We're done.
this up. All right. So join us next Wednesday as we discuss the next 8 chapters in The Night and the Moth. We're getting closer to the end. Hopefully we'll have a lot more answers to what is happening. If you're joining us in the reading, chime in with your thoughts, your theories in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we will see you next week.